everybody who has something to do with law was saying, I can't believe a misdemeanor was even brought to trial. They say this stuff rarely makes it
That's
to
true.
trial.
He's absolutely right. And this is what he was charged with right here. Now, he was found guilty of the second and third charge. And even when we're talking about that assault in the third degree, something that simple, if you throw a banana peel on the floor intentionally and somebody slip on the banana peel, it would technically fall under that. That's how small this is, but we're going to break all of that down later to see what was actually going on here. And make sure you stick around to the end because this chick right here says something wild.
The Caucasian woman in question got arrested. They don't arrest Caucasian women on motherfucking battery and all that. They arrested her. The officers came and arrested her. This is what you need to know about that Jonathan Majors case.
What are you talking about? When she was drunk, lean, and like knocked out in his own closet.
They
like,
showed they got video of the chasing him down the street.
that was ridiculous. Right. I was like, okay, good. He's out.
This is what you need to know about this case.
I'm like, how you hurt and you chasing that man?
And it's so terrible when you think about it, but it's just you need to know what's happening. None of the evidence against the woman was allowed in the courtroom.
Jesus.
None of the evidence they had showing what she did was allowed in the courtroom. They said, we don't care what she did. Even though she got arrested, they didn't want to prosecute her. What the kind of world is this? You know what they called her? The survivor. They was calling the survivor in the courtroom. This was dancing, wound up drunk where Jonathan Majors was supposed to be, so he went and got a hotel because he didn't want no drama.
See, he did stay away from you, right?
He didn't want no drama, and they found him guilty. They don't even pursue these types of cases. It was a misdemeanor. They said, we don't get what evidence you got on this. We're using this evidence against him, and we gonna make it what we want to make it. And a nigga was in charge of this shit happening.
Going back to that assault in the third degree, you can see the three things there, the three different ways that they categorize it. The jury looked at this from the standpoint of that second one, and that's how they made their conclusion. You can see right there where it reads, he recklessly causes physical injury to another person. Now, it shouldn't say he. It should be written non-gender specific, but that's also a part of the problem here. The only way that they can say he recklessly caused injury to her is when he recklessly tried to stuff her back in the car to get away from her. Which, again, that was kind of goofy. Like, what you thought she was a kid? You gonna strap her in the car seat and now she can't get out? I mean, like, of course she was gonna run out of chase after you. But either way, he was doing that in defense based off the eyewitness. And seeing as the tape is out of him running from her, the eyewitness is everybody. But like Corey Holcomb just said, that couldn't be used in the courtroom. Now, we'll come back and break down the intricate details of the other charge, the harassment in the second degree, and we'll break down how ridiculous that one is as well.
But guess what?
What?
The jury was all Caucasian, except for one black lady. And you ought to see what she had to say when they asked her about the jury, about the verdict. She did this. Yes.
Oh, they broke her down. Dang it.
That black female juror's name was Lakeisha Johnson. Lakeisha, always a Keisha. Now, I could not find a video of her doing what he described, but however, I did find a report where it said that in the courtroom, when something was being said in favor of Jonathan Majors, you could see her mouth the words, I know that's right.
Nothing is more
not gonna
crooked
be
than
fair.
cops and the judicial system. That's the most crooked organization in the history of humanity. Is broke folks with power. And if you get somebody broke, power, oh, they're gonna abuse it. Look at all these offices held by people who come from nothing. They're manipulating the money of every village and city that they're in. Jonathan Majors didn't have a shot. They wanted that guilty verdict on him, and they manufactured it.
Now, it's that, and it's the fact that our laws are worded in this sloppy, clumsy way that could either help somebody or it could hurt somebody. Because when you look at the second thing that he was charged with, harassment in the second degree. Now, the way that they word this, now you really got to pay close attention here because it's three different ways that they categorize it, but the one that they use was the first one. It says he or she. See, they got it right there, he or she. The other one, it just said he recklessly causes physical injury to another person. This one gets it right. It says he or she strikes, shoves, kicks, or otherwise subjects such other person to physical contact. Now, breaking that down, if you strike, kick, or shove somebody, then okay, they got you. But the wordy legalese language in there is that, but otherwise subject someone to physical contact. That's basically saying some type of physical contact that wasn't quite in the realm of a strike, kick, or shove, but it's some physical contact that took place. It's worded in a way where you could kind of get somebody on anything. Now, the harassment part of it, where it says, or attempts to contact or threaten the same. You see how everything from full-blown hitting somebody to basically if you just, threaten, like if you just jump at somebody like I'm not gonna slap this, if you just that's under there. Like that's what he's charged for. It's worded in a legalese kind of way to where they could float anything at him. You just associate it with the worst, even when it's something small. And Marvel responded as if it was something big.
Maybe he can appeal it.
So many brothers, so many male comics give so much flack about why they don't date black women and how black women be giving them a hard time. But I'm telling you right now, a sister would have never took him down like that. Never.
Damn, here we go.
From all races, ain't
never took him down like that.
From all
we stand
races.
behind our man. What?
What? What did you say?
We stand behind our men. We do. A sister would have never did that to him. A sister, a real sister, would have never done that to him.
What?
Never. Never. Do you hear me? Never.
I don't even got to say nothing in response to that. Go support the 5150 show. That's the only thing that makes the fair use policy fair. Go subscribe to and support Corey Holcomb.